Hello, it's Lauren Messiah, your personal fashion stylist, and we have got a fashion question on deck for today. But before we get to it, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. I have new videos 3 times a week where I'm answering your fashion questions, giving out fashion advice, and just doing magical fashion things. So please subscribe. Thank you. On to the question. Lauren, I have a request. Can you please do a video on shoe care? How do you keep them looking fresh, not smelling? Do you have anything in the toes to hold the shape, prevent bugs from invading the tip and the toe? Special polishes? Just curious. I've been spraying mine with Windex real quick and wiping them down, but there must be a better way. Fab question, and I'm so glad that you are taking care of your shoes. Have you seen in some of my shoe videos that I've posted when I took you through my shoe closet? Sometimes my shoes are like covered in dust. I'm like, oh my God, I need to take better care of my shoes. But there are certain things that I do to take care of my shoes that I will share with you right now. And I would like to say that your Windex thing is actually a good thing for certain shoe finishes like patent leather, I'm wearing now. Windex on a paper towel, that's a great option, so keep up the good work. But if we want to take things to the next level, here's how I take care of my shoes. 1, do the care even before you wear the shoe. That's going to help your shoes last a lot longer. So one of the things that I do when I buy a nice pair of shoes, even before I wear them, is to get them resoled. So these Louboutins, I got these resoled in red so they match, but you can get them resoled in whatever color to match the shoe. I do this before I even wear the shoe because I don't want to mess up the bottom and I want them to be, lasting forever because I spent a small fortune on them. So I take care of that right away. So I recommend that for any shoe that you plan on wearing a lot or you invest a lot in. Number 1, okay? So as far as the next step in taking care of your shoes, storage is very important. Now there's a lot of conflicting information out there, but I'll just tell you what I do. I do not store my shoes in boxes. And a lot of people do. They buy the clear boxes, they take the photographs. For me, shoes are something that I like to see. And if I don't see it, I'm not gonna wear it. If it's hidden in a box, even with a photo, it's a pain in the butt to get to. I don't think the shoes can, get air. They're all trapped in that plastic box, which to some is a good thing. To me, I'm like, no, I want my shoes to breathe. So I don't store them in the boxes. I keep them out in the open on a shelf. The room that I keep my shoes in, because I have a closet room, I make sure that the windows are not open and sun's not blasting them, so I keep the curtains drawn so they don't get sun damage. Because they're out in the open, it does require some dusting, so just making sure that you're taking a damp cloth and just wiping off any dust will help keep your shoes in good shape. So resoling, storing, keeping the sun off, dusting, all right? Those are the first. As far as keeping the shape of the shoe goes, I don't put anything in my shoes unless they're boots. If they're boots, you absolutely want to keep the shape, especially a taller boot. You don't want them moving from side to side and getting all bent. You can buy boot shapers, but what I do, real talk, is I just roll up some magazines. I'm not spending all that money on those boot things. Maybe I'd get 1 pair for a very special boot, but a rolled up magazine does the trick just fine. So that's what I stuff inside boots. Regular shoes, I haven't had the need to put anything in the toes. I guess I just have wonderful feet because I don't have any issues with smells or bugs or anything like that. If you do have sweaty feet or feet that tend to smell, then putting a little something in the shoe would be helpful. One thing that I put them in my boxing gloves, but you can put them in your shoes as well. I found them on Amazon. It's these little, I wish I had one on me. I'll edit in a picture so you can see. But it's these little bags of charcoal, and you can put them inside shoes or gloves, or I have them hanging in my closet. I put them in my underwear drawer, and it sucks out the moisture and any odors that could develop. So if you do have shoes that get a little funky, maybe sneakers for working out, put those in there and you can recharge them in the sun. So instead of having to buy new little things to put inside your shoes, you just take them out, set them in the window for a few hours, and they recharge, and it sucks out any moisture and odor. So I highly recommend those for sure. That is yes. Also, shoe polish. There's this shoe glow stuff that I use from Fashion First Aid, and it's kind of a clear shoe polish. So instead of doing that old school like black or brown shoe polish, because like, come on, we're ladies, we have all sorts of colors as far as shoes go. This is just a clear polish that just kind of shines up your shoes a little bit. So that's something that I do for my nicer shoes that maybe get a little dull, just give them a quick shine. And then finally, I would say, make sure that you have a good person who cares for shoes. I have a place up the street that I go. They resole my shoes, they stretch my shoes, they replace these little heel caps. So before your shoes get beat down to the ground, make sure that you're investing in regular maintenance on them. And then I'll leave you with this tip. Don't wear your shoes to death. Give them time in between. So instead of wearing the same pair of black pumps every single day of the week and ruining them, make sure you're rotating your shoes out so you're not ruining the same pair, getting them funky, getting them bent out of shape, getting them dirty. Have a nice little rotation going with your shoes. Okay? Those are the tips that I have right now off the top of the dome. If you guys have any shoe advice that you want to share, please drop it in the comments. While you're down there, grab up some free stuff. I've got free downloads, and ask your fashion questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them right here on video. All right? And don't forget, what do I want you to do? I want you to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, and I will catch you on the next video.